Hey, it's your girl Angela,
It's your guy Mike D.
and we are the Uncomfortable Truths podcast, presented by NSN, live from Brown Sugar Water Studios.
We created this podcast to have unfiltered, unapologetic, and authentic conversations through the lens of a Black millennial couple.
We'll be sharing stories about everyday life while also providing insights. So kick back, grab your drink, and let's get into the uncomfortable truth. Hey babe, how you doing?
I am fantastic. How you doing, baby?
I am hot. I'm waiting for my lots to
It's
dry.
not even that bad in here.
I am waiting for my lots to dry under this wrap and hat that I have on.
I swear, I feel like the sitcom dad that just walk around and turning down the air and making sure the thermostat not mess with. Like, it's not even that hot in here. Like, you
It
need
is
to take some
hot.
clothes off.
I did take some clothes off. Oh,
We don't mean like that, Miss James.
little foreshadowing.
It is a little foreshadowing.
I'm
I
trying
see
to
what you did. That's
do a
two
little
times. That's
foreshadow.
2 episodes in a row. We did a little foreshadowing.
You know, a little
My
bit of-
author, bae.
writer things. You know what I'm saying? I did finish my first draft for my first novel this past week. So, you know, I'm
Shout out
feeling
to
a
my
bit more
baby.
confident.
Congrats.
Thank you. So, that's your energy.
Yeah, I'm good.
My energy, I guess I'm feeling energetic. I'm excited for this episode. You pretty much challenged me to step up when it comes to managing our social media presence on IG, because it kind of fell off with the move and all that. But yeah, I did some things today to help increase our discoverability, and I hope that it pays off, because our last Run the World recap show, look, y'all, I had to take a step back from sharing my opinions about that show, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I love it. So, hey, come check me out. I'm recapping that show every Sunday, giving my my opinion from a male's point of view for Black women living life. So, you know how that is.
Yeet. It's not even sexist.
No, I'm not sexist. I speak my
I'm
mind.
proud of you.
I speak some truth, and I just speak what it is. So,
Yep. Make sure y'all sipping on something and rolling something up for this episode, because it's going to be a good one.
yeah, I can't wait. We've been putting this one off for a while. I've been wanting to do this one, but you was like, no, let's wait until it's the right time, and it's the right time.
In this hot office. Can I turn my fan on?
No, I don't want. Here, the viewers need to hear a nice crisp sound.
Viewers.
True. The listeners, we provide a nice crisp sound. That's why people said they feel like we are in the room with them.
Yeah, we get
Your
that a
mom
lot.
said it. Like your friend said it. My friend said, "Yo, it felt like y'all just having a conversation, and I'm there." And a lot of that is the sound quality that we put a lot into. So no fans.
But y'all can still be a fan.
Yes, make sure you subscribe to Uncomfortable Truths, our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Check us out. We putting out great content for everyone. After this one, you may even want to hang out with us. So
I'm just saying, but you got to be vaccinated. So,
yes, big vax energy.
big vax energy. Don't be coming around here talking about I ain't vaccinated and you don't want to wear a mask. Just don't do it. All right. So,
Lily,
yeah, where is our doggy?
she's next to me this episode.
Wow.
She wants some of that father attention.
A traitor.
That's all that is.
I'm just kidding. I'm so proud of her. This is growth for Lita.
Yeah, she
is
sleeps
big
though, like
growth.
always.
Big growth. Because she's usually next to me most of the
Yeah,
time.
in your lap and stuff.
So I'm happy to see that she is increasing her comfort level with you.
Well, I feel like since we moved, maybe she's a little bit more comfortable with this house. Because I find her just anywhere, just any type of cut, under anything. Like, she's just find somewhere to lay down. Versus the last spot, she was really on the couch or in your lap. That was it.
Yeah, she would sometimes come to my office.
Yeah, she'd come to your office, just knock on the door, and get in your lap.
Yeah, now she's in our office.
Yay, Brown
Woo!
Sugar Water Studios.
Brown Sugar Water Studios. All right, I'm gonna have to give y'all a little IG tour, the new
behind the scenes.
little behind the scenes. of Brown
Can
Sugar
we
Water
do it?
Studios.
Can we do it like MTV Cribs?
Yes. I don't know how MTV Cribs does it, but we'll do it better.
I'll show you the YouTube video.
I put it on Patreon. Would y'all pay for it? Nah.
Patreon or OnlyFans. We haven't
not
decided.
doing OnlyFans. I don't want to get that type of energy.
Shout out to the OF people out there.
But shout out to y'all who got videos and whatnot.
It's go ahead and sell them feet pictures. You gotta do what you gotta do. And that kind of leads us into the next topic. Look, I can segue too. You ain't the only one.
Ugly segueing.
So, we talked about our first date. And I think that's the only date that we talked about, right?
Yep.
So, this is not our second date. But it was one of our... how do I want to phrase it?
I want to say like a pain point.
Yeah, but it was probably one of our most memorable dates just because of everything that led up to it.
Yeah.
And just even the event of it is like, y'all went where?
Together? And
she was cool with that?
And y'all still together?
So let's talk about it. So
that's because your eyes was on the floor the whole time.
I was looking at my watch like, oh, almost time to go. Hold up.
I'm like, babe, don't you like it? Aren't you enjoying it?
Mm-hmm.
Do what you do with your guy friends.
So, yeah.
All right. We're going to stop building up anticipation. We're going to get to it.
So, in March of 2019, we went on a date to the...
Oh, you want me to break out the song?
No, just say it. Oh, do whatever you need to do, baby. I'm going to tell you how to pop.
No. We went to the strip club, y'all.
Yeah,
we went to the strip club.
Yeah, I love them strippers.
You do?
I love them strippers. Now it's just the shake joint. Yes, we went to the shake joint.
We went to Pantheon, and Pantheon for all of our Detroit listeners is in Dearborn. So just look at Pantheon in Dearborn. I heard the lamb chops are good as well as the wings.
I'm telling you, my guy go there. I ain't gonna say his name on here, but he go there all the time for the lamb chops. I need to go.
Yeah, I had a couple of friends who was like, we need to go get some lamb. I'm like, I'm good.
Everyone talk about the lamb chop. The strip club food is underrated. People talk down on it, but it's some of the best food. Not gonna lie.
Actually, since I am a foodie, would not mind going to the strip club for a meal. But it's a whole pandemic, and I know it's some unvaccinated trifling. We ain't gonna talk about it. All right. So, strip club, bam, we went.
Yes, we did.
2019.
Yes. Why did we go to the strip club?
Okay, we gotta back up and talk about why that even came up. And it was because you were not only a groomsman for one wedding, but for two weddings.
I was a best man in one of them.
Okay. Too much to remember, too many weddings, two weddings. You get what I'm saying.
Shout out to Mills and Bags.
I ain't gonna say nothing about them tuxedos or anything. But, yes, shout out to those marriages, us witnessing that. But I knew, and Mike knew, that before the wedding, there's usually the bachelor party.
And this one was combined. The two weddings, they were a week apart, and they had the bachelor party the week before the one. So it was 20 plus of us.
Yeah, y'all went to...
We went to Toronto.
Which is pretty whack for strip clubs, I learned.
Yeah.
Well, you said 4 6s, right? You ain't say 3.
Yeah,
you ain't
invoking.
Nah, you ain't invoking that. You ain't invoking that nigga, is you?
I made sure to say 4 or 5.
All right, look, gotta keep it sanctified because I start burning sage real quick.
So
speaking to my ancestor, get my Florida water.
I was going to the strip club it wasn't even for sure that we were going to the strip club for the bachelor party. But like most bachelor parties, I'm snitching, fellas. Most bachelor parties, you do end up in a strip club or around a strip club. So I told you, me being forthcoming, early too, like maybe in October sometime, about 8 months before the weddings. But we were looking at DR first. That's true. We were gonna go to DR like in April or something. So I told you about that. We're going to the bachelor party, and you started to pry like, oh, what does that consist of, and this and that. And
hell yeah,
you were, always cool and open. So I was like, oh, we probably do this and go to the strip club. Whoo, was that the wrong thing to say that day?
Or the days that I brought it up a lot. To the point where I think I was harassing you.
So
I'm gonna get into that later, but
so we don't have to get into like the discussions and the details of the discussions, but you were not for me going to the strip club. Why?
Well, that is a great question. Because one, I don't know what goes on in a strip club. I didn't have too many experiences at the strip club.
Okay.
And I never was with someone who went to the strip club, like someone who I was with in a dating? Committed relationship. Okay. So I don't know what was appropriate versus foreign concept for you. Versus not appropriate for someone who, we're dating. Like lap dances, private dances, throwing money, whatever. I just wasn't comfortable. One, because I was really insecure, and two, I didn't trust Mike as much. Which is backwards because, we're in a relationship, but that trust, for me, trust has to be built. I don't just give out trust. So that's something that we have now, but, back in 2019, it was just like, you going to a strip club?
We were only, 6 months then, too.
Yeah, and, I didn't know your friends or,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, bachelor party, and I didn't understand the concept of how come before men get married, they go to the strip club. And then, media doesn't help y'all out at all because it's just men be having their last hurrah, or they may end up cheating on their fiancés before they get married. Like Whitney on Run the World. Spoiler alert if you have not watched it. But Whitney is the one who messed up. She wasn't even at a strip club.
Well, Whitney, that happened in episode 1. So
yeah, she wasn't at the club.
She was just in bars.
So we went to the strip club because, one, I was in therapy, y'all, getting my healing, because, get your ass in therapy. If you have not considered it, just do it anyway. But in therapy, my therapist was like, how about, you and Mike, y'all just go to a strip club so it becomes more of a normal idea.
Oh, your therapist said that?
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't have just thought of it. It's a revolutionary idea, I mean.
It's out there.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, okay, so I suggested it to you. And then you seemed kind of open, but you were like, why would I want to go to a strip club? No.
I text my boys like, yo, she set me up. I was like, you set me up. It's a test. I'm like, why would you want to go? It just, that was a foreign concept to me.
Well, want to go to a strip club, though.
Well, yes, but you wanted to go with me to get comfortable. And for me, that was tough because I don't know what that meant.
It wasn't just to get comfortable, though. It was just to get comfortable with the idea, not comfortable with you, and comfortable with you in that situation.
I know, but
why I say situation, y'all?
What could have triggered you to be like, oh no, I don't want to go. So I don't know the littlest thing, me throwing $1, me looking at somebody, me, somebody coming up to talk to me, any little thing could have been like, nope, this is too much for me. So the whole time I'm worried, okay, I don't.
So we talking about the strip club experience now? We're going into the story.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we don't gotta get into that.
We're talking about the why though. So I just want to reel you back in.
Saying, okay, yeah, right. So that's why, the whole time I'm thinking, what is he looking for? Is he trying to find something? So I was nervous about going.
Yeah, I know, but eventually I convinced you to go. I just really wanted us to go, just to go. There was no underlying reason. There was no.
I got you. No, I figured that out.
Yeah, it wasn't a test. It was just, I just want to go to a strip club with my boyfriend to see what all the hype is about. And to go with someone who I'm in a committed relationship with. So it's not all this mystery and I'm not thinking of the worst case scenario. Yeah. It's more so normalizing it.
Okay.
And I thought that our relationship was, we could, move up a step or a couple of steps.
No, yeah.
But it's something that, my therapist suggested. And it's just because you look at somebody doesn't mean you want them or you want to have sex with them. It's just a look. And a strip club is such a visual experience. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get into that later. So I think we talked a little bit about why I had reservations.
Mm-hmm.
But and I think you also got into why you have reservations. So is there anything you want to add as to why?
Nope. I think I added everything about why I had reservations about going to the strip club with you. Yep. And then you talked about your experiences and your perceptions beforehand of why you were against it. And you said the media. Is there any particular, like, was it movies or anything that you remember about? Like, I guess what did you think was going on inside of a strip club? Like, just be honest. Like, what did you think was going on in there?
Well, now that I know have more vocabulary, I was thinking more of like just a lot of sex work.
Okay, what does that mean? That's vague.
In terms of lap dances and whatever is behind there, I thought there was more so cheating and the crossing of boundaries that went on, especially for men.
So like actual like sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's any type of sex. So that's what I thought what was going on.
Oh, interesting.
Especially for, and I thought it was like a way for men to just say, all right, fuck my relationship. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm at for the night. This is who I choose for the night. You know, whatever, rah, rah, rah.
So you thought it was like a brothel where you can go in there and like pay for prostitution type of thing?
Well, I know there's some people who do that, but not all strip clubs condone that.
I know. I'm just asking what you were thinking. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely thought that. I didn't grow.
A lot of people have.
I didn't grow with any men in the household. I didn't grow with anyone actually going to the strip club in my family and telling me about it. So all I got was it from the TV show, and then from the TV show, it's like, well, men go there to cheat.
Okay.
There's no such thing as like a faithful man
in the strip club
going into the strip club and then coming out to the strip club faithful.
Okay.
So that is where a lot of my perception come from. If you think about Insecure with Chad, like the reason why his fiance, I believe, broke up with him is because he like motorboated on.
Oh yeah, he was wild. He was wild.
You know, and
yeah.
That was one representation, and then it's like other
the Players Club and everything that was going on. Okay.
Yeah, so that's where a lot of my perceptions come from. And then it's all the songs about strippers in a strip club and
people fall in love with strip club, fall in love with dancers and different things. And...
Yeah.
Okay.
But there have been some things to change my perception, such as going to the club with you. I also have had a friend that danced in strip clubs in New York City, and I also watched Stripper Boot Camp with Bree on YouTube. So stripper life Bree, that's her YouTube name. And I watched Stripper Boot Camp, and that just all those experiences, including healing through therapy and dealing with my own insecurities and confidence issues, really just helped me to not make it such a big thing.
Okay. And you did a pole class too.
And I did a bowl class. So
okay.
So there.
And so for me, obviously, strip clubs, it became the club. I don't know, maybe in 2017, I went to Atlanta for Nas' birthday. And when we went to the strip club, it was the club. Like, it was an experience. Like, everybody was there. It was men, it was women. People was drinking, just talking. People was on stage dancing. People was just throwing money. And he was telling me, like, this is the club. Because the actual club in Atlanta, like, unless you got a section or anything, it's kind of whack. Because everybody kind of just standing around, nobody really dancing. But the strip club, like, people are there having a good time, getting food. So that kind of opened my eyes to the experience. So then every time I went back to Buffalo, like, me and my boys would go to either the underground joint or to the main joint, depending on how we was feeling.
Is the underground joint the Boom Boom room? Is that it?
No, it's called the Dungeon. Shout out to the Dungeon. So I actually took Deontay there. It's a funny story about that. But so for me, it was so normalized that it was never, like, I never really got, like, no sex. I do know people that pay for that stuff, and you could pay for that stuff, but that wasn't me. That's not why I'm there. I'm there to have a good time with my fellas, throw a couple dollars, drink, and go home. So, and I even told you, like, I talked to the strippers.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm like, this nigga holding whole ass conversations. Like, I just didn't understand. I'm like, are you lonely? Like,
it was funny because I guess if you know, you know. A lot of people may be like, "What? You talking to strippers might get creep," but because I think I was telling you, like, yo, man, they working, they going through school, and like,
Right.
I'll say like, no, one was going to school for engineering. We was talking about,
He would know because he had
yeah,
whole
and you was like, wait,
conversations
what
with
you? How
him.
you going to school for engineering? I'm like, oh, we was talking. You like, you talk to them? I'm like, yeah,
But I thought it was like you talk.
no, yeah, no, it's just like conversation. I'm there, like, hey, you want to dance? Like, nah, but you can sit down if you want, and you just really just have a conversation, not about sex, even though she is in stripper clothes, but it's not so sexual like everybody make it out to be.
Did you pay them for their time when you talked to
No.
them?
No,
But they're
why would
missing
I-
out on money.
Well,
talking to
I
you.
mean, it's like their break, right? It's their break, so they either go into the back or they go into the bar anyways to sit down, and then sit down and talk to me, and they could, I might have bought them a drink or something. But as far as like, oh, here's $20 for talking to me, it's like she ain't Dr. Phil.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm saying they sitting down to talk to you. They missing out on
Oh
potential money.
no! Trust me. If once it's time to go, it's like, all right, well, you're not throwing any money. I have to go. But yeah, but for the most part, if they just chilling, if they tired, if they just got done doing their set, they come down to kick it and just talk. So, but like, so that was my experience. So it was so normalized
I'm like,
and
Michael needs
non-sexual
three.
that me telling you, it's like, yo, me and the guys about to go catch a movie. Like, yes, obviously it's naked women are walking around, but
It's naked women in movies too, though.
well, I know that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like that. But that was my perception, and we were coming from two totally different places. That when we was talking, like we weren't seeing eye to eye at all, because like I'm like, no, it's not that big of a deal. And to you, it was the biggest deal ever, and the fact that we did go is kind of dope. But one question that you were asking me that I could not answer was, why is it so big in our culture?
Look, I have no idea because that's not me and my friends just don't say, hey, let's go to the strip club or hey, let's go to strip club with male dancers. Like I don't have friends like that.
Oh yeah.
But so it's just I never understood why it was so big, but I know I've seen it. I guess that type of atmosphere and the type of clothing and stuff in like music and I guess TV shows. Like that's all I knew.
I would say this. The reason why women don't go is because, and we don't got to stay here for long. The way women think and the way men think are different. Two, women can get sex super easy.
Well.
For the most part, if they want it, like if you just want to go have sex, you can go talk to somebody like, hey, you want to have sex, and the guy will say yes.
What is going on? Right?
But for men, well, I'm saying why men go to strip clubs. Why strip clubs are so big for men is that really only 10 to 20% of men are actively having sex.
Where are you getting these percentages from, sir?
I just know stuff. Like most men that just sit in the basement and play the game, right? That's why OnlyFans is so big. We made a joke about that, but most men can't get sex. So that's why women don't go to the strip clubs. And men do, because men are creepy. They can't get sex. Women don't talk to them. If you're 5'4" and you're 290 pounds, like,
woo, you a little meatball.
Like if you're not 6 feet, if you don't got six figures, like women really don't. Some women won't mess with you, so that's why they go to the strip club to get some love. But as far as the black culture in general, it's really that down south culture. Atlanta took over the rap game maybe 15 years ago. So they determine what's popping. In Atlanta, the strip club, Cardi B, you got Stripper Bree, a lot of rappers are coming out of that type of lane. City Girls are the same thing. They're from Miami. The female strippers are rapping. The male rappers are making strip club songs. So in the culture, the strip club is the spot now. You really go there. You get lamb chops. You get bottles. You sit down with the fellas. You get hookah. It's just a place to be. And then if you want to lap dance, you could pay $40 to go in the back for a lap dance. But why is that so big in our culture? I don't know. Besides, it's Atlanta. Atlanta determined is the culture now.
Yeah, I guess the why you said that really stuck with me is like the deeper nigga psychology behind it, which is like men need love too. Or people need love too, so they go to the strip club to pay for
the girlfriend
affection and the girlfriend experience.
They rub on you, she talk to you all sweet, like she care. Like
it's a fantasy.
Men go to the strip club, and some men like will stay there till 4:00 when they get off, take them home and stuff, and they be like, "Yo, man, I think she feeling me." I'm like, bro, she's not feeling you. She running game.
Song, I'm in love with a stripper.
Yeah, like it's men, especially like a lot of black men, they don't get too much soft affection. So a strip club is one place to go. She gonna rub on you. She gonna ask how you doing. You good? You want another drink? You get the girlfriend experience, and you do pay for it. But men got they got some expendable income, I guess. So I think that's why it's so big in our culture. Yeah, for sure.
Little meatballs.
But I mean, do I like white men be in the strip clubs too? Most of the high end ones are white.
Yeah.
So, but it's so glorified in ours because rappers are like the top dogs. So you see all in the music videos, you see all in the movies.
Or you hear news about what happened at the strip club.
Yeah, exactly. Club. Yeah. So.
What's the one called in Atlanta? The one strip club everybody talking about?
Follies or Magic City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Follies twice. Shout out to Follies. Shout out to Follies. All right, we finally went. Let's talk about us going.
So then we tried like a strip club joint on 8 Mile.
Wasn't that King of Diamonds or something it's called?
Ace of Spades or something like that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we tried there. It was no go.
It was a no go because it was like quiet. It was smoky.
Yeah, it was nobody in there.
No, nobody was in there. Nobody was doing nothing. I was like, I don't even feel comfortable sitting down and like.
That was the men I was talking about. The 80% of men that have a hard time with women. Mm-hmm. That's who was there. Like, that's who was there that night.
Yeah, they looked a little rough. Like, I said,
the regulars.
I don't even want y'all to get confused. Like, Michael, you can't go to the bathroom. You can't go to the bathroom. You can't leave me out here.
Nah. So we left that one.
And I was like, ooh, let's go to Pantheon. So how did I know about Pantheon?
Because you probably been to a strip club before. You just didn't want to tell me. Or you
people.
I've
definitely been to the strip club before, but I forgot how I found out about Pantheon, though.
Probably one of your homies told you about it.
I think I heard about the lamb chops or something, but I definitely been to Pantheon at least twice.
Okay, you have? All right.
I think. Damn, I can't remember.
And once with me at least.
Yeah, I went to Pantheon with you, but so I was like, okay, let's go to this one strip club in Dearborn. It's called Pantheon. Like last time I went or whatever, it was like pretty poppin'. How did I go there?
Yeah, I think once we suggested that, I'm like, how you know about Pantheon?
Did you know about Pantheon before?
Yeah, I remember I told you I went with my homegirl when she came here to visit.
Yeah.
We went to the K. Michelle concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I was there for maybe 10 minutes. It was in and out.
It was whack?
No, it wasn't whack, but, it was late. It was like, all right, we out. Somebody paid for us to get in, so we didn't pay, so with no incentive for us to stay.
Yeah.
So we got there. So boom. So we pulled up the Pantheon.
Hey.
Nowhere to park. We was like, it's up in here. Like the Corvettes are out. Like the dudes that don't need to go to the strip club to get women, they were in there to throw the bag that night.
Yeah, they were.
Like people was valeting.
They was checking my purse and stuff. I said, I ain't bring nothing in no
strip club. we had to walk. We had to park down on the street and walk.
Yeah, I think we're drinking.
Probably.
Too. Yeah.
So boom.
Shout out to Hennessy.
So we got in there. I think I'm surprised they made you pay.
Yeah.
Which is rare. But
because they knew I was going to pay.
It was up that night. So you had to pay to get in. We paid to get in. Boom. Lit.
Yeah.
Lit in there.
We got a seat right in the front.
Right by the stage.
We got a seat right in the front. I was like, oh. I said, not a seat in the front.
Right by the stage, and that's for me. I wanted to sit in the back. I'm like, put me by the kitchen.
Me, I'm just like, oh, let's sit right here, Mikey.
Like right for anybody I know about strip clubs, like a legit one. It's like news, like a longer stage, and the first station they get up, do their dances, and then they move to the next pole, go to the next pole, and then they're done. So we was right at the front, the first pole. As soon as everybody coming on, so their first dance. We are right literally there. Right there.
Yeah.
When they got the most energy, they try and get the most money, and they're right there. And
I was so excited. Like, I don't know. Like, I know I
Yeah,
had
you were
reservations about
excited.
going, but I was like all in. I was like, oh, look at their little outfits. Except for the one that had on like the Nike
Oh,
sports
yeah,
bra. I said, girl,
yeah.
what is you doing? She had like a Nike sports bra, and then she had like a little jewel on her underwear. I was like,
that was wild.
I was like, are you uncomfortable? Because I would be uncomfortable, girl.
So we sitting there, and like I'm looking at my eyes everywhere but in front of me.
I didn't even notice because I was
So,
just looking at front.
But so I gave you some money, and like you throwing it, and like they obviously they love other women, so they were all coming right to you, like you was throwing money on them,
Yeah.
and like they were so happy. They was doing tricks on the pole for you and everything. Like
I really did feel like a big star that night.
they showed you some love for sure.
I
They
think
showed
I
you
might
love.
go to the strip club for my bachelorette party.
How long as it's a one-on-one?
Oh yeah, the men one they be rough. I be like, oh heck no,
They be,
I don't want to
they
see,
be rough.
and I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to see. I'm not interested.
Okay.
So yeah, I had a really good experience. Like I could tell you were kind of like not feeling it or whatever, and I'll be like, hey, like, do you kind of like that dancer? Like what you think of her dance routine or something?
Her dance routine.
But I got tired of. I'm like, why are all y'all twerking and like no one's doing pole tricks?
Nobody was using the pole.
But then I started, later years. I'm like, okay, you gotta actually learn pole tricks. Like pole tricks don't come easy, and they're actually very hard. I took a pole class because of that experience, and I was just like, okay, I see it now, but. I definitely more so gravitate towards the strippers who actually knew tricks.
I think only one of them really used it.
I call her Storm because she had like a gray wig or whatever. Okay. I was like, oh, she was killing that.
I know most of them just used the pole to twerk on.
To balance and twerk. Yeah. And I was like, I get it. Like, you wearing pleasers. Like, my friend told me that those are really uncomfortable, whatever. But, like, okay, I'm bored. Like...
Yeah, it was just like I said. It's for men. They don't care. Go ahead, do what you got to do.
For me, I'm interested in all the little extra stuff and little outfits.
Yeah. You want
stuff.
like a show.
Yeah, I like a whole show. I like a whole experience. That's what I'm
men there just to be creepy.
Yeah, I don't want there to be creepy. I'm like, oh, like y'all actually like.
Yeah, y'all
are like strong. Like y'all are up there on the ceiling. You dropping and you
want like a Vegas twirler ballerina type of show. It's like
I used to dance,
shake some ass and get some dollars. That's it.
Yeah, and then there's one. Remember that one guy who
getting a lap dance? I was just about to bring that up.
Go ahead.
Because everything was cool. Everything was exactly what I said it was. People throwing money, guys at the bar, people eating. Nobody really doing nothing crazy. Women not really in any positions like. Oh my God, I wouldn't want that to be Mike besides this one dude. I don't know if it was his birthday. I don't know if he just hit a lick, but he had probably 10 to 20,000 on him. Had a section full of women, and he had this one dancer over there for 2 to 3 hours.
Just bouncing. I said, oh baby, just bouncing.
Yo, the whole night. I'm like, yo, he is wilding.
And I didn't know that they could touch, the breast here. I didn't know they could touch boobs.
You got 20, 30,000. You can do almost whatever you want.
That's wild.
But even though that was bad because that is what you were expecting plus worse. But it also showed how much money you got to have to even get that. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is that to get that type of love, that type of treatment, you got to be a baller. You got a drug dealer, a baller, somebody with bands. You coming in with $200, they ain't about to do all that for $200.
Right. Look, after 5 minutes, your $200 gone.
And you gone. Yeah, that's it. All right, on to the next.
That's why we ain't get no dances. I ain't want none either. I don't like nobody in my space like that. So I just mainly threw singles. Look, Mike's gave me the money to throw singles. Yeah. I said, go ahead, girl. Look, do your thing.
You went through all your singles, though.
Huh?
So you didn't throw all your singles.
You right. I tucked one. Under a string.
I tucked one under a string.
I tucked one under a string because she was like the best dancer in my opinion.
She told you to. Well, she knew you was kind of nervous, so she was kind of helping you out.
Yeah. I said, thank you, ma'am. Social anxiety.
She was like, go ahead, tuck it in right there. I was like, oh.
You said Mike's like, oh.
I'm like, uh-oh, hold on. Hold on.
What was your thoughts when you seen that?
No, I feel like now, I feel like we have like complete trust. I think now we can go to the strip club. I know a lot of people go with their significant others and they just have a good old time to get food, to get drinks.
I would love to
throw
go
some
now,
money.
but it's the pandemic.
Yeah, with the pandemic and everything. Hey, the pandemic got Pantheon.
If y'all have like an outdoor strip club, I would go.
But when I saw you, like throwing the money, like laughing, like that's the type of energy that I just figured you would be on, just because talking to you and knowing you, how like open you are to certain things, and then seeing you doing it, I was like, oh yeah, this could be really fun if I wasn't in my own head.
Yeah, you were really in your head. Like, it wasn't fun for you. So that's why I
But
thought.
for you had a ball.
I know. I was like, I want for us to go again. So, like, not in your head, you more in your element. Like, if we went now, of course, it'll be fun. Yeah. If anybody wants to fund a strip club field trip for me and Mike, please DM me. They're open. Or DM us on IG. Like,
yeah, we pull up.
We'll pull up. We'll be part of your entourage.
Okay. So, I was going to ask you, would you go again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would go to Pantheon, or I want to go to a club that's a little bit better, a little bit more height.
Okay.
But Pantheon's like a good spot. The places on 8 Mile are just like straight creepy. Like, I don't know what the hell be going on up in there. So, and I do recommend strip clubs. I mean, it's a place of business. It's also like something for you to do at night that's like better than the regular clubs. Like, I never had fun like that in a regular club. Like, what's that one that all your friends like?
Oh, Nikki's?
I never had fun at Nikki's.
Nikki's be up.
Like, granted, I'd be drunk, and I'd be running into people I don't want to see. But, like, the strip club is just different. It's more of like I can sit down. You know, I feel like I spent my money well.
Well, and plus men not hounding you there like they are at Nikki's.
Right. I feel like, I'm really am just an individual.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And we went to that one strip club. What was it for? We went to that one club for Halloween, and it was just weird. And it was boring.
For those dogs.
Yeah, I didn't want to dance or nothing. It was just weird. Was whack
that night.
Detroit is just whack, so I wouldn't mind taking like a Atlanta trip and going to the club there.
Yo, Nash, set it up.
Or going to Vegas. If Vegas has any black strip clubs, because I want to support.
I don't think so. Okay. That's why I've never been out there.
Okay, well, looks like we're not going to Vegas.
I heard they're lit in Vegas, too, though.
Looks like we're not going to Vegas for strip clubs.
I'm not going to Atlanta. Nas got the connects.
Oh, yeah. We would definitely have a good time in Atlanta. And, yeah, I highly recommend it. And
do you recommend couples go?
Yes. Especially if, like, someone's hesitant about the other.
Okay.
I'm not going to say, like, a woman's always hesitant about the man. It could be like the other way around. Mm-hmm. So, definitely just want to recommend that. It was a recommendation from my therapist, so it must mean something.
Yeah, and actually it worked out. And when I went, you didn't worry about it. You never really asked me too much about it. No. You just kind of trusted me.
Yeah, and if you told me some story, I was like, well, it's a strip club. Like, it is what it is.
I do. It is a crazy strip club story from that night.
Yeah.
That I don't think I ever told you about. I'm not, because it didn't involve me. It involved my other friends. I don't want to say what was going on.
Oh, wow.
But it was no one was cheating, no sex. Like, people was about to fight, and it was just like, y'all wilding. So, but yeah, no, shout out to strip clubs. I'm all for them.
Shout out to the workers there as well as like the bartenders.
I was real strong on that when we were talking. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, these are some single moms. Most of them are single moms.
Yeah, they trying to pay for something.
Paying for college. Like, I'd rather support them than support some rich club owner going there, spending $40 to get in, spending $70 at the bar. I could give her $80 and now she just went and bought some food for her and her kids. Right? I'm granted, strippers getting to it now. They getting to it, and they make more money than me. But still, at the same time, like, it's short money because in 5-10 years she won't be able to make that.
That's what stripper
Really?
like Bree said on the YouTube.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
I know you be conversating.
I'll be asking them. So, what's your 10-year plan?
Nah,
I'm lying.
You ain't the bank, nigga. Like,
what's a retirement plan?
All right, so.
All right, so.
So you would go again though?
Who, me?
Yeah.
With you
Yeah.
or in general? Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay.
I'm down. I might want to go get some lamb chops. I've had lamb chops
with
in
some
years.
face shields on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in there. I asked my one boy to see. He was in there not too long ago. So I asked him to see what's going on. So, all right. That was a great episode, funny episode. You definitely let us know if you went to the strip club with your significant other and
during
how
the
that
pandemic.
went.
Like, let us know if you went to the strip club during the pandemic. I would love to hear about your experience. Me, I just really, I am irked when I'm around people who don't have masks on.
Yeah.
Like, I literally just, like, one man was too close to me at Walmart. I said, you too close. And I said, just like that.
You had to fight at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was not going to fight at Walmart. I want to get home now. But he gonna know. He was too close.
All right. So, what is your uncomfortable truth for this episode about strip clubs?
The stigma around strip clubs, if there's any for anyone, like, I would want to just challenge you on that. Because one, of how this episode went, of how if you are in a relationship or relationships, like, your perception can change. So just challenge yourself, because that growth can be immense. Like, the amount of growth I had from 2019 to now has just been crazy in this relationship, as an individual. And I mean, it's just a strip club. So that's it. And I want to say, definitely support Black strip clubs, because, like, Black strippers, like, their life is totally different from, like, white strippers and strippers of other, races and cultures. And that is, strip clubs is, like, where any type of fetish you want, all that stuff lives there, and it goes unchecked, because it is the strip club, and it is a visual experience. So, to me, I like supporting Black strippers. And if it's a Black strip club owner, I would want to know who runs Pantheon and stuff. I don't think they're Black, but I'm all for the buy Black, support Black. So any strip clubs out there, if y'all want to sponsor us, like, we are also here for that too. Like, I would happily be
Yo, this podcast is about to be lit. We about to be sponsored by weed and strip club.
I would happily be there and try to get some people to come. Like, I'll be a brand ambassador. Yeah. Look, and here's the funny thing, though. I know I used to joke about this in college, but I swear, if I had, like, the body that I thought I was supposed to have to strip, I probably would have stripped in college.
Really?
I think so. I did go to the strip club a few times in college, though.
Okay. See, so you should have known what was up.
I went with my friend, though, so it was, like, different.
Oh, okay.
My homegirl, so we was out here. But anyway... What's your uncomfortable truth, Mikey D?
I like your uncomfortable truth. And I like the fact that you just said just a strip club. 2 years ago, saying just a strip club would have been, like, the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it's just a strip club.
I had too much earwax in my ears. Too much earwax. Insecurity earwax.
Nah, you funny. But for me, the uncomfortable truth for this podcast is you just got to lay out expectations for your partner early. And that goes for male or female, doesn't matter, because my one boy was going through the same thing at the same time, right? But his situation was 10 times worse. I know you remember that, because he was calling me. He was going to help me figure out ways to go. Mm-hmm. And cause I think we told our girlfriends at the same time, and even though you were freaking out, I was always going. Like, I'm like, listen, I'm going, so let's figure out how we can move forward. And
therapy.
But for him, it was like they've been together like 2 or 3 years, and he never told her that he go to strip clubs, he likes strip clubs. So when it was a thing, it was like, oh, you changing, and and I know this is a big thing. I don't want to get into it too much.
Yeah, it's not really your business
Yeah,
to tell.
yeah, I'm not. Well, I didn't say any names, but but for me, it was like, yo, I'm laying it out early. We 6 months in. I do. I've been to the strip club. I don't know how much I'm gonna go now because we are together. I really don't have any desire to go, but if I go back to Buffalo and my boys want to go and get wings, I'm going, and just know you have to trust me. And I put that out early versus, if I try to go to the strip club now, you'd be like, "What are you talking about? We can go to the strip club? Like, we need to go to therapy then because obviously something has changed." And since we had that tough conversation early, now we are better for it. And I may never go to the strip club again.
We are going.
Okay, well, if we will go together. But as far as me going by myself, my boys don't really go to the strip club anymore anyways.
That's true.
So, but we was able to get that out the way early, and I think we are better for it. And I think if it's anything else that we need to get out, just get out the air now before we 10 years in, and I'm looking at you crazy talking about you want to go to the strip club and you want to go to Chippendales. I'm like, what are we talking about?
What is a Chippendale?
I don't know. I think that's a strip club in Vegas.
Is that for the man? Like the man be
Yeah,
dancing?
the men, like the
I'm
Magic
not
Mike.
interested in that.
So you never saw a Magic Mike?
Maybe I would say, are they black, man?
Magic Mike. No, Magic Mike is with Channing Tatum.
I know, I did enjoy the movie because all the dancing and stuff.
Because the dancing.
But I wouldn't want like. But I want like black men, to be like.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You want nothing.
If I went to the Chippendales,
Nah,
I want to go to the Chris and Darren's. Hello.
Yeah, you're not going with any Chris.
You see my
Darren's or
Look at my little
Tyrone's.
hands. Look, my hands moving. Look.
You better go
I'm
to
doing the
with
praises.
Tasha and Christo.
What?
Cristal.
What are you even talking about now? So you telling me I can't go to the strip club with male dancers, but I go to the strip club with women dancers?
Yeah.
No, that's wild. I'm doing what I want to do.
See, now we gotta talk off
I gotta
air.
lay it out.
You gonna lay it out on
Go
me?
ahead, talk to your therapist. Look.
Trust me, I could see you walking into the strip club and like seeing like two dudes and like, walking out like nah, I ain't doing that.
I'm
So,
like, don't touch me, sir.
yeah, I don't know you even acted like that for all these people.
No,
For
I'm
our
serious.
viewers,
I would.
the 10,000 of y'all that's listening right
I
now.
would like to check it out at least once. If I write it off completely.
Well, hit up your friends. I'm not accompanying you to that.
Oh, I mean, I know.
It's quiet.
See how close-minded you are.
We had to talk about that. Look at that. I'm just flipping the whole script.
Flipping the whole script. But shout out to Storm. Like, she was the best.
Shout out to Storm.
I know that wasn't her name, but.
But no, she got up there. She actually used the pole. Only one.
I want to use the pole for a long time.
And she's memorable. I forgot all about the Nike.
That was just wild. I
Nike
said, what
sports
is going
bra
on?
until you said something. That was wild. I was like, yo, you don't want no money tonight, do you? You mad you have to come out. But hey,
She ain't get no money either, I think.
No, who gonna pay her season in a sports bra?
You see that running down the street? Like, she on her running outfit. I was all right,
He
girl.
said, what, you just run here or something?
All right, let's stop. Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
Bless her
So,
heart.
all right,
Bless
so-
her soul. Bless her heart.
We're gonna have a strip club
Part
date
two.
part 2 when I'm more comfortable, you're more comfortable, and talk about how that was.
Wait, we're comfortable with the pandemic?
No. Well, just going and just throwing money and having a good time
Oh,
without
like-
no judgment from the other.
Or like who we are now?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have a part 2. We're going to put it on
So
IG.
That's gonna be on the OnlyFans.
Nah. We're not
Alright.
going to do no OnlyFans stuff. That's not us.
Patreon then.
No, we just going to put on the IG story. Turn up.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get some more listeners.
You sure? I don't think Miss James don't want to see that.
Shout out to our faithfuls, though. I was telling my mom, like, hey, mom, I don't click in.
No, I don't click this story. No, yeah, shout out to our listeners. We appreciate it.
All of our 5-star reviews.
5-star reviews.
So thank you all so much. All of our
Everyone, yeah.
views on the recap
The
show
recap,
for
that's
Run the
doing
World.
well. Shout out to y'all.
Wow, like, and you get to see us in person, kind of.
Yeah, I'm crying.
See us on video. We still trying to figure out all the technical stuff, but I think that the TV show recaps is something that we are gonna
Yeah,
keep.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love talking to you. So whether it's through podcasts, recaps, whatever it is, We just talk and we laugh, and people enjoy it.
Absolutely. So, great show.
Anything to say before we get out of here?
Great show.
All right, babe. Let's get out of here.
But before we go, always remember, it's better to be woke by the uncomfortable truth than rot to sleep with a bed of lies. Talk to you all next week.